Hi everyone, this is Cathy, Let's Hoop It Together with Mighty Hoops, and I've had some requests for applique from the very beginning. So this is kind of a beginner's approach for applique. So I'm going to get you down here and get started. And I've prepped a couple of things so it won't be too tedious for you. So I'm going to be doing a onesie, and so I've got a 3-month onesie here. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to be using Floriani's no-show mesh. So I'm turning the little onesie inside out, and I'm going to press that right on the back side of it. So the tag is right here, and I want to make sure I get on the front side of the gown. So I'm going to do that. And what I did was I cut the piece, and I just made sure that it was as large as my hoop. So when I cut it out, I grabbed my hoop and I cut the piece of no-show mesh so I was sure that it was wider, like a good inch wider on each side, because when I hoop I want to be sure that the hoop will catch the whole thing. So now I'm going to iron it on. You want to make sure that the shiny side is down. So I'm going to just iron this no-show mesh on. Gotta make sure this is all nice and flat. And you don't want to overheat it. So even though this little onesie is a cotton, I did turn my iron down 1 notch. And so I'm going to press it right there to get the adhesive to activate. And you can check it, and if I have to turn it up, I will, but I just want to be sure that I'm not getting that adhesive too hot, because it has to come back up. I may have to. And then you're going to take a second piece. So I've got a smaller piece here, and that's going to go at a 45-degree angle. This is my pesky iron that you guys always hear in the background. Yeah, now that is getting hot enough. So again, shiny side down, 45-degree angle. This is just so we get no puckers. And that I'm not worrying about being in the whole hoop. That the first one is the one that is going in the whole hoop. And this is just going to catch in the center where the bulk of my stitches are. Okay, so I think that we've got, yeah. So I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit. So now I can flip this around so that I can hoop it. And I just want to try to get that stabilizer to all smooth back out. And I'm going to use the adjustable freestyle fixture to hoop it, and the 9x6 Mighty Hoop. And it just fits perfectly. So here's the adjustable freestyle fixture. So I'm going to be hooping the onesie. So I'm going to put the bottom hoop in. And I'm going to slip on the onesie. And the nice thing about this is it just fits so perfectly. So I'm going to get the little shoulders perfectly here. And then the little tab right here, I want to get in the center line right here. And the tab is towards me, so the warning sign is going to go away from me. And then I'm hooped. So I'm ready to go to my machine to stitch. But I'm going to do one more thing before I do that, because I know it's just going to be one quick stitch, and I'm going to be ready for another step. And that is my applique. So I know I'm doing this is a gift. I have a new little niece that's born, and so her name is Lainey. So I'm going to do an L, and then that's the applique, and then I'm going to do Lainey across the top of it. So I cut a piece of fabric out for the L, and then the next thing that you want to do is, this is Heat and Bond Light, and you can pick that up at any craft store pretty much. I buy it by the roll. You can get it in packages or rolls or anything you like. And then you, oh, I must have had some from the last step on here. So anyways, you take your fabric and you cut a piece of the Heat and Bond Light, and there's paper on one side and then the adhesive on the other side, and you just put it on here. And what you want to be careful of is that none of the adhesive, because this is my wool mat and I don't want to have happen what you just saw happen, was I don't want to get any adhesive on my wool mat. So if I see any that's over the edge of the fabric, I'm just going to trim it away. So then, and the thing of it is, you just want to press, and it's about 10 to 12 seconds. And so you just leave it there, and then you pick it up and go to the next spot. But I know with us with ironing, it's hard to not go back and forth. So just pick it up, move it, and let the heat activate it. And I'm pretty sure you don't want steam, you want a dry iron. And it needs to cool off too. If it's too hot, it'll be kind of gluish and you don't want to remove it, but you can test it. And yeah, see, it's ready to just pull off. So the glue is on the back of the fabric. So it is ready for the next step, but I have to go and do a stitch. So we'll go do that, and I'll show it to you on this embroidery. Okay, I'm going to show you the placement stitch in a video, or in a photo rather, not a video. Now I'm laying down the fabric, and so the next will be a tack down stitch for the fabric. Always like to make sure it stays nice and smooth. And then next we're gonna go trim it. So if you have one of these little cutting mats that turns, it's great. And if not, you can just turn your hoop. But also you need, these are scissors that are made for applique. So I either have curved ones or I have these are Floriani scissors that I bought for this. So either one will work for you. So you just, lift up the edge. I know that I was asked to do this because they were worried if the magnetic frames would bother when you trimmed with scissors. And when I very, very first started, I found sometimes that, I would bump the frame and stuff, but once you start doing it a little bit more, you get to the point where it really just doesn't bother you. It's like I probably should have got my glasses, and then I'm going to go to my smaller scissors. Then I would have probably done a little bit better. And of course, I never know where they are. So, but it's pretty easy to do once you get going. I think I have a harder time choosing fabrics, choosing the right threads. and make sure there's no pieces because I'm going to iron this down. Okay. And I do keep a little, my cord won't reach, but a little craft iron. And so you can press this just like I did originally so that your applique is adhered to here. And I probably should have put my heating mat under there. That would have been smart. Okay. And I can see the glue is working so perfectly. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the embroidery machine and put a satin stitch around the L, and then just put her name right here in the center, and it'll be finished. Okay, I just did the whole rest of the video and the camera wasn't on, so I'll try to catch you up to what I did. I'm so sorry, you guys. So what I had done was, and I'll show it to you, it's all finished. I'm so sorry about that. Anyways, isn't it adorable? Came out so cute. But I unhooped it as I always do. And then what I did was the stabilizer, was completely in the hoop all the way across here. And just what I had showed you guys was typically you would just pull it off. And what I do is I reheat activate it so that it stays nice and soft. Otherwise, let me just turn this off. Sorry, I was using it. So otherwise, if you don't, it'll leave little like rough little glue spots. But if you heat it up, then it'll pull away nice and easily. So that is what I did. And so then after I did that, pulled it away, and then I trim 1/4 inch all the way around the design. And then you can turn it around and press it. And I'm also going to take the backing that is really soft, and I've been reading to use your heat press for it. Then I also wanted to talk about what I used for my hoops in the project. So for the hooping, I used the base, and the base is $60, and then the adjustable freestyle fixture, and it is $40, $140 rather. And it will hold hoops up to 13 inches in depth, and you can adjust it by sliding back and forth like this. So you can do so many different projects on it. From the onesies are great, kids things. You can do adult things with it too. Just about anything, bags, backpacks, purses. It's really versatile. You just need to place your design and center it yourself. Unlike the station is meant for adult garments, where there, once you set it up, you can hoop over and over once it's set. Whereas this, you can set the hoop, but you need to place your item each time. So it makes it really, really nice. So that is the Mighty Hoops project, the Mighty Hoops things that I used today. So let me get you back up here. So if you're interested in any of those, just give me a comment. Do it in Messenger, because I can find you in Messenger. If you guys just comment in the thread, it's really hard for me to find it. So I spend a lot of time searching for you guys. And if your comments get lost and I don't answer, I feel really bad. So be sure to message me. And so until next time, you guys, thanks so much. Bye now.